Stone, you had, at the very last minute of last session, received a text from your daughter, essentially telling you that she didn't want you to pursue her, didn't want you to come and find her, didn't want you to interfere in her life anymore. This is your human daughter, of course. And we left without really figuring out what you were going to do about that. At the same time, Lillian received a message from whoever had been messing around with her computer system, saying that they had ample evidence stolen from the computer systems and the security systems at her bar that showed that breaches of the masquerade and such. And the person, in exchange for not revealing these secrets, wanted to be turned into a vampire. So we'll see how that turns out. And meanwhile, as always, Bones is either in trouble or is not in trouble. It's kind of like Schrodinger's cat, where, like, until we open the box, she's both in trouble and not in trouble, and we don't know exactly how it's going to happen. But Clementine went with a friend of hers, Ro, to some hideout of his, which happens to be the Old Egyptian Theater here in Montreal, which is a movie theater that was very popular back in the day, and that is adorned with all sorts of manner of Egyptian signs and symbols and statues and whatnot. So I'm sure it has absolutely nothing to do with all the Setite stuff that's been happening in town. All of you were mixed up with this group called the Church of the Neon God, who have a big online presence, and we're holding some sort of convention in Montreal this weekend. They are a kind of pseudo-religious, new age, kind of self-help group that has been attracted a lot of attention from youth at risks, things of that nature, younger people, including Stone's daughter. And that seems to perhaps maybe in some way be connected to the ministry or the follower of Set. It's not very clear yet. And you'd been sort of looking into that, investigating that. Last session, you went to the revival tent, saw the preacher, and realized that there has to be something weird with that guy, but he appears to be completely human. But they definitely have eyes on you. They have videos of you, and it's definitely kind of where it's set up. You then went to meet another place where they were supposed to be to find out they weren't there, but you were told by a Nosferatu that it would probably behove you to just leave things as they are. So let's see if we leave things as they are as we begin tonight. We're going to begin with, since it was kind of late, we're going to skip it to the next night. But before we do that, I do believe that Clementine, we would probably go and see what's going on with you. As I was mentioning last time, you ended up at the Empress Theater, colloquially called the Egyptian, here in Montreal, with your friend, Caleb Rowe, who is right here.
He's so handsome.
And as you arrive here and kind of take in the entire place, he says to you, would you like to come in, or would you feel more comfortable if we hung outside? It's a little chilly, but I can probably manage if you prefer.
I think she's looking up from her phone. Clementine is sending her location to Stone. I think for all of Clementine's quirks, she also knows when something can potentially be very dangerous for her. And so she's sending a quick message to Stone, just in case you're wondering where I am. This is where I am. I'm fine right now. It's a sort of one of those rambly messages that he'll get, and it's a double, triple texting, with like several smiley faces behind. And then closes her phone immediately after she sends the messages. She does not wait for a response, and looks up to Ro and says, I'll come in.
All right, I just want to show you something. and tell you what I think maybe is perhaps going on. You go in, he takes you around the back, and you go into the back alley, and there's like an access point there that you realize is for like a kind of a supply access point back in the day, and he's got this huge bundle of keys in his pocket that he unlocks, and they're all kind of marked with different color tapes and things, and he very quickly finds one, and he unlocks the door, and as you step in, you realize that still for the most part this place has not really been rebuilt or kind of put together. As you step in, there's still some of the stadium seating is still up, but everything is covered in old plastic tarps and inches of dust. The walls are covered in graffiti. The place itself has this kind of closed in musty smell. There's evidence of various people having squatted here and kind of made a temporary home for a while. But as he walks in and flicks a switch, the lights come on. There's don't worry, it's a little cozier downstairs. Just leave it this way so as to not attract too much attention.
I think she's taking a moment to sort of gather her surroundings and memorize this pathway as best she can in case something goes south. I think she's nervous. I think Ro makes her nervous for a couple of different reasons. But seeing the snakes and now being here and alone with him makes her a little bit anxious. Mm-hmm. But she follows him.
You'll go down into what would have been the basement of the place and down a little maintenance corridor. A couple of more doors, a couple of more keys. He does leave the doors open and unlock behind you as you walk in. He's not locking you back into this place. He'll say, I know it's a little bit on the nose, but it's very central. It was available. And, well, when I tell you a little bit more about a few things, you'll maybe understand why it speaks to the part of me. Can you fill me in a little bit more on what happened tonight when you went to this revival, what you saw there?
I think eventually, initially she gives them the basics. She tells them about how, what they were there for, though she leaves Stone's daughter out of it. But when she gets to the part of the vision she had, she hesitates, and she sort of looks at Ro for a moment and asks him very quietly, I understand that there are certain things about me that might make you believe that I am not a reliable narrator. But when I saw what I saw, I know what I saw. Do you understand what I mean, Ro?
I do.
And remind me, Bleak, what exactly it is that they said, the voices, this like weird hive mind, not hive mind thing. I believe it was, we see you.
Yeah, it was about you. This voice that spoke to you was about noticing you and taking notice of you, really realizing that you were there and that you were not supposed to be there, sort of thing.
Yeah, and she'll relay that over to Ro, but she'll tell him in a way that she sort of rambles again and goes on about how all of the eyes turned to me and they were all wide-eyed and they all looked at me and they all spoke together, but I knew it was one singular voice. It wasn't all their voice. It was one singular voice. He was telling me that he noticed me. He saw me and I wasn't supposed to be there. And he knows that I was there and I don't know who he is, but I know that he knows who I am and I don't know who he is. And he told me that he would reveal himself later, but I don't know who that is. And that makes me really nervous, Ro.
I get what you mean. He opens one last door and you step into what is kind of a small apartment that's been built up in here. The first thing that catches your eye is one wall is entirely covered with this giant eye of Horus that has been painted on one wall. The rest of the room has this very Egyptian quality to it, down to the art and various other things. And as you take that in, he says, I didn't decorate this place. Just so we're clear. I don't mind it, but this is not me.
Can I do some sort of check to sort of get at my wits about me and really understand if he's telling me the truth or not?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you have any aspects as a Malkavian?
I have Sense the Unseen.
Oh, okay, you don't have the aura reading one.
No.
Okay, so yeah, I will tell you that you can go ahead and do an insight. So you could do a wits plus insight, maybe. I think that would be good.
Yeah, that is good for bones, actually. It's so crazy that you mentioned that.
So crazy.
One success, but I got the 2 pips on a red onk. Well, the red backed onk. It's a messy.
Say that again. One success?
But it's I've got the red.
Okay, it's fine. If you had 2 successes, if you had 2 10s with one of them being the onk with the piss, it would be problematic, but as is, it's not.
Okay, yeah, so I got 1 success out of that.
Look, you don't get the sense that he's lying to you. I mean, you kind of, I would say you probably get the sense that he's being cagey and not, necessarily being super open about everything, but he's not actively lying to you. That you can tell.
Okay. I think she steps into his space then. I think that she has a good understanding on her own charms, and she did take the merit of beautiful. And she sort of steps into him and says very quietly, "What am I doing here, Ro? I would really like it if you were a little bit more forthcoming." And she gives him flashes the big wide doe eyes at him. She's not doing mesmerize or anything like that. She's simply using physical charms.
So he appears a bit impassive, and I will say that you kind of get this sense that for a moment his eyes change and you kind of get the feeling you're looking at someone who's dead, but then kind of warmth comes back to his eyes a little bit. And he says, "Sorry, I'm pretty tired, and when I get tired, sometimes it gets a little difficult. Kind of just keeping track of what I'm doing. Let's just have a seat. Look, anytime you want to leave, you can, okay? Like, the door's open. Just follow the corridor back. And you're not in danger in any way, shape, or form. I do want to talk to you about what I think may be happening and how I think that might put you in danger, but not specifically in danger right now. What do you know about... they call themselves the Ministry now, but for a long time they called themselves Followers of Set. Do you know anything about that group of your people?
Well, Bones has intimate knowledge
of
the Setites, the Ministry. What would Clementine even...
Clementine can roll intelligence plus occult.
Okay, I can do that.
So you know of them, but that will just tell us how much you know.
I got 2 successes.
Okay, yeah, you've heard of them. You know that they, were kind of shunned. They petitioned to get into the Camarilla. They were refused. They tend to be kind of shadowy corruptors. People don't generally like him too much.
They're a bunch of naughty boys. Mm-hmm. They are snakes in the grass, Ro. And are very dangerous people if left to their own devices.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that you've stepped into the middle of a follower of Set's civil war.
I didn't do anything.
No, you didn't. It came to find you. You didn't go to find it. But I think that's what's happening, and that somehow you and your friends have stepped into that particular nest.
How do you know this?
I came here a long time ago, looking for one of your kind. Her name is Asanath el-Bakir. She came here a few hundred years ago, but disappeared not too long after. Like me, or part of me, she worshipped Osiris. I don't know if you know anything about Osiris, but he's an elder god in Egyptian mythology. Wasn't a god originally, obviously, but kind of became one. In any case, I came here to find her because someone who's very close to me, their duty was to protect her and they failed. And I've kind of now been handed the baton in trying to find out what's happened to her. Unfortunately, I think it's too late. I think she's already been killed. And I think the person who did that is another one of your kind, called Kementiri.
Does this name ring a bell for Clementine at all?
Give me the same thing again. Wits plus cult.
Okay. Wow. 4 successes, 1 critical, 1 messy critical.
Wow, we love those. Do you want to
Yes.
spend a night move to negate the messy critical and make it just a success, or?
Absolutely not.
Excellent.
I want Clementine in severe danger.
Yeah. You have, in fact, heard of Kementiri. As a broker of information, one of the things that you have kind of kept up on is this thing called the Red List. The Red List is the list of the kindred that the Camarilla judges are the most dangerous enemies of the Camarilla. There are a number of kindred on that list. It's changed a little bit here and there, but these are basically the 10 top most wanted kindred as far as the Camarilla is concerned. Mm-hmm. Kementiri is number 1 on that list. Not only that, but the Red List was invented specifically because of Kementiri. Kementiri is an ancient Setite who has forever been active and forever been involved in all sorts of shenanigans. And it's kind of like the best way. Have you seen Bones, The Usual Suspects?
Mm-hmm.
So Kementiri is basically Kaiser Soze.
Okay.
She is such a big boogeyman that people have often claimed to be her or to have done jobs for her, to the point where it's becoming difficult to make the difference between the reality and the myth.
Okay.
She's like this name that people will invoke sometimes to scare other people.
A Jack the Ripper
kind of situation.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, so fairly bad news.
I think her eyes go wide looking at Ro. What do you know about that name? And I think from that response alone, he probably understands. She knows enough to understand how much of a problem this person is.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure you know more than I do. I just know that it's a name that's been bandied around, and that this is the person that I suspect has, unfortunately, destroyed Asana. I also think that she's here in town, and I think that she is currently in the midst of some kind of conflict with other ministry that have been here for a while.
I think she grabs his wrist, and there's a little bit of strength in that grip, and she's very serious when she looks at him, and she says, "Well, you're a very valuable asset to me. That sounded a little bit harsher than I meant. You're very important in my doings. I cannot stress this enough. If you follow this trail, you are dealing with somebody who is very, very scary. Very dangerous. And it cannot end well.
As you're holding his wrist, after a little bit, you realize that he doesn't have a pulse.
She leans much closer to him than probably would be appropriate. Like nose to nose. Caleb bro.
Yes.
What are you?
Well, that's a bit of a story.
What time is it?
It's time for us to go see what Stone's doing. Stone, last night, or very early this morning, you got that message, which said, I can read it back to you if you would like. It said, "Dad, leave me alone. I'm where I want to be. You no longer have any right to me or my life. You gave all that up when you left us. Just forget about me because I'm going to forget about you."
And this happened while I was with Lillian at the bar, right?
Yeah.
Good. Stone, after reading the message and looks at Lillian, he gets up from the bar and he begins to leave.
She follows immediately.
Yeah. He's done waiting around. He's done snooping around and investigating. This has gone too far, and I need answers now. So going directly to the source. If they're not here, then I need to go where we know that they are now.
Stone, I agree. I understand. No, I really don't. I don't have children. Never did. Anyway. Look at what time it is. Do we have actually enough time to accomplish what we're trying to accomplish before the sun comes up? Because I really don't fancy seeing it.
I would say it's probably like a couple hours, like maximum 2 hours away.
Oh, jeez. Okay. It needs the very erratic eyes are like shifting and he's pacing, and then you make that point of like the sun coming up soon. He's like, all right, fine.
Let's go back to my penthouse. You can sleep for the night or the day, and tomorrow evening we will get on this. Okay?
First thing tomorrow
Absolutely.
evening.
You have my full support.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, I can do that. That's fine.
Now let's go get that drink at the penthouse.
Yeah. All right. And he's just like, that's all he's saying. He's like, yeah, all right, that's fine. All right. And very agitated, extremely pissed. But he goes with you to the penthouse.
Will you be doing anything specific with the rest of the evening, or will you be retiring? It's fine either way. I just want to know if you're intended to skip ahead to tomorrow, or if there's something you want to accomplish till tonight.
I personally don't. I think Stone is going to go try to relax as best as he can, but then go to sleep so he can get to the next day.
I feel like everyone has a room at Lillian's penthouse that's just for them when they do crash there.
Just before you go to sleep that night, Lillian, you'll get a call from Sam, the guy who brought you the gig originally, Sam Reed. Or probably just a text, and he would be like, just checking in if everything's all right and if you have any news.
I will give you a full update tomorrow. It's kind of late.
He writes back, perfect. Sleep well.
You too.
The next day, bright and early. Well, not bright, but early. Either of you two, what is it that you will be doing the first thing? First of all, let's do some rouse checks.
Rouse checks? You want me to arouse? I mean, arise?
I mean, we do run mature themed games. So.
We do. I'm hungry.
I am not. Cool, calm, and collected.
So let's start with Lillian, since it's your place. What will Lillian be doing upon waking up?
She thought about doing this last night, but decided that doing it in her morning and with more of a clear head would be better. And she pulls out an very beautiful piece of parchment and an inkwell pen and actually starts handwriting a letter, more of a contract to the person that is trying to blackmail her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna work on it until she hears Stone moving around, and then we'll put it off to the side for later.
Stone.
Yeah, you definitely do hear him moving around. Like as soon as he wakes up, it's a large shuffling, grabbing his jacket, putting on his boots, and then aggressively opens the door and he's like, "All right, it's today, right? Yeah, right now."
Shockingly,
Yeah.
I feel like Stone has done this to her before, and now she's prepared for him to do things like this. So she's laying on her bed, in leather, skin tight leather pants and a motorcycle jacket with boots on, and she's like, "Yes, I am actually ready to go."
Very surprised. Okay, yeah, no, good. Let's go.
Are we taking your bike, or do we want to take a car?
I mean, I guess we probably should take a car.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad you're thinking logically.
Yeah.
She will let him pick the car, though.
Sick. Yes. Oh God, there's so many options. Lillian has a fleet. What? Wait. Here's the thing. Do I get to drive?
As long as you promise not to damage my car.
You should probably drive.
I'll let you drive for a little bit.
Solid. I want that one. And then he points at this Tumblr-esque, big old SUV. I don't even know why you have that one, but I want to drive that
for
one.
you.
That's very gracious of you. And he walks over to it. He walks over to it. And he's like, "All right, let's woo." This is
hands him the keys,
excited.
Gets in the passenger seat, clicks the seatbelt on. They may be on she may be undead, but she likes her corpse.
Where are you off to?
So that's actually before he starts the car, he turns over to Lillian and goes, "I have no idea where to start. I'm going off of pure adrenaline."
Okay, let's start at the homeless encampments around the place last night, wherever that was.
So I just want to...
Was it?
Sorry to interrupt. I do
No, you're good.
want to point out
Don't
that
remember.
Clementine is literally an information broker and probably has a network of informants and all sorts of connections. That's probably...
I also haven't checked on Clementine this morning.
That might probably be your first thought, would be well, I'm going to ask Clementine because Clementine knows people and knows where to go and this, that, the other. So I would say that's probably where you might want to go. Or
Well, you text her, Lillian. I'm upset she didn't answer my message last night.
Oh, I'm going to call her.
Yeah.
I call.
Before the call comes in, Clementine.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting down in the room with Ro on his little Egyptian-themed couch, and he says, I remember I told you that someone who was close to me had a duty to Asenath al-Bakir, that they had failed and that I'd inherited this task.
Right.
He reaches up, unzips his hoodie, unbuttons his shirt, and you see that very well-known Y-shaped scar that is done to someone during an autopsy.
If Clementine reaches out to touch it, would he stop her?
No.
I think just with the tips of her fingers, she just very gently and carefully runs her fingers along the scar.
I wasn't ever anything special, a bit of a minor magician, maybe a couple of borrowed tricks. Had full bad habits. I would draw my circles sloppily. I would learn words half-assed. I had just enough power to open doors, but never enough sense to know which one should stay closed, And the night that I overdosed, my heart stopped and my breathing stopped, and I finally understood how small and insignificant I was. And in that moment, I did what I've always done best. I reached out and tried to get help. Tried to make my problem somebody else's problem. What I hadn't realized at that point was that I was already dead. I was a prisoner of my own dead body. But I reached out, and what I found wasn't a god or a demon. I just kind of clawed into the spirit world and screamed for anything that could keep me breathing. And there's something very old there that hurt me. Something that was wrapped in funerary rites and desert sand, and had a will that was ancient. Sounds really stupid to say it this way, but it was a mummy.
Like that movie with Brendan Fraser?
Well, not quite like that. From my still somewhat limited understanding of it, mummies are undying servants that are bound by sacred oaths to dead bodies. This one, because they'd failed in their oath to protect Asenath, had lost their body. But the spirit was still there, trapped to this oath. They just didn't have a body anymore. And so when I woke up on the medical examiner's table, realizing they'd already removed my heart and all my internal organs, I made a deal. I made a deal to house the spirit and to help them achieve their goal or tend to their duty, so that they can rest, and in exchange I get to go on a little bit longer.
I see. Interesting. How strange. I think that makes you a little bit stranger than me, even.
It's not every day that you run into mummies. I get that. But I have some borrowed time, and I know what it knows. And this is what makes it happy, which is why this place looks the way it looks. When it's at rest, when it feels comfortable and at home, it's less turbulent.
Mm. How much borrowed time?
I honestly don't know. I know I have to see their duty through.
Mm.
At this point, I guess the first step is finding out exactly what did happen to Asenath el-Bakir, the child of Osiris. I think it was this Kementiri who did something to her, so I'm interested in pursuing that lead. But, as you mentioned, this Kementiri is very dangerous, and while I'm not as small as I used to be, I don't think I have what it takes to handle that on my own. And so, I would like to help you with my knowledge and whatever abilities I have in exchange for you helping me with yours. We don't have to find Kementiri, we don't have to kill Kementiri, we just have to figure out what happened to Asenath.
She takes a moment and lets her hand fall back into her lap and sort of leans back. I'm going to be very honest with you, Ro. As for a creature of the night that I am and this monster that I have become, I am very afraid of what lays before us. My mind is unwell. And the powers that I do have do not mean that I am advantageous in a fight. But I would like to help you.
Makes you feel any better, Clementine? I'm a host to a 5,000-year-old mummy who, as you can imagine, has pretty much gone insane in that time, and tends to take over sometimes. So, as far as not being well in the mind, I think I can sympathize.
Do you ever feel like you're holding water in your hands and it's just slipping away?
Sand.
Well,
You-
seems as though our... Oh.
Sorry, I was just gonna say you have eternal night in front of you. I have just whatever time is going to be allotted. So I don't think you have to worry too much about the water that's dripping through your fingers.
I believe that we've taken a new level to our business partnership.
Well, once you start showing each other scars, I think it changes things a little.
You showed me yours, and I'll show you mine eventually.
Yours is probably very internal, though.
Lacerations of the brain is how I describe it.
One of the joys of hosting a mummy is you get to feel everything they've experienced. And in order to create the type of mummy that it was, the process of removing their brains through their nose is one that is done while they're still alive.
Sounds terrible.
probably the worst thing I've ever experienced, and I've had some seriously horrible heroin bad trips, so...
I wasn't ever one for junk. I was more of a LSD kind of girl in my former life.
It kind of prepared you, though, for now.
Prepared, or I don't know, maybe it's still in my spine. They say it stays in your spine.
That would explain a few things.
The gemstones.
The gemstones?
She like kind of like shows her face, all the like little sparkly things that she has all over herself.
Yeah, we both like our decorations, and you see all the tattoos that he's got. And now you notice that many of them are Egyptian symbols and hieroglyphs and things of that nature. He started appearing after he took over.
What's his name?
He hasn't told me yet.
What a curious...
I don't even know if it's a he, to be honest.
A dark passenger.
Yep.
Well, do you have a start at least?
I'm sorry, do I have a what?
A start? A lead? Something to work off of?
I don't, but you do.
The revivals?
I think they're connected to them somehow. I think we need to keep pushing that.
I'm afraid of the psychic mind attacks that I'm receiving.
Can maybe help with that a little bit.
How do you do that?
Not me. It.
The dark passenger.
He removes his arm from his jacket and he extends it. And as he does, you see the hand starts to shrivel. The skin grows old and desiccated, the hand and the arm itself growing thin and old and useless, and you see bandages start to appear just around the arm and the hand.
How strange.
It gets ugly. But most of the time, and he closes his eyes for a moment and it reverts back and his hand comes back the way it was. Most of the time I can control it.
And how is that supposed to help me?
Oh, it comes with a few little things.
Would you care to elaborate?
Okay, I would. But I'm really tired because I've been up for almost 24 hours now. So, how about we DOS down, pick it up tomorrow night. You're free to stay here, or if you want to go, you can go.
I won't make it home before sunrise.
I'll find you a place to lay down.
Can I lay down next to you? And she says this in a very obsessive way, like very strange and maybe even off-putting.
You realize I might, in my sleep, revert to the other form. Sometimes I can't control it.
It's strange where we find beauty, isn't it?
Very strange.
It's no bother.
And so the day will pass. And early the next night, as you lay in bed and open your eyes to see that he has not, in fact, changed during this time, but he's still quite asleep, your phone, you realize, is giving you that silent little buzzing with the light flashing, and it's the green light that tells you that it's Lillian calling.
She sits up. I think like when Clementine wakes up, she just like sits up straight, like, And remembers that she never checked her phone after Stone texted her back. She ignores the text messages still. She feels guilty now. And is just avoiding that situation. But she'll answer the phone and she'll get it quiet. Lillian will hear it quiet. Hello?
Hello. How was your evening?
She looks down at Ro and then forward again. It was uneventful, but informative.
Would you like a pickup?
Yes, I don't think I know where I am, though. I wandered quite some... Oh, you know what? I sent my location to Stone. Stone knows where I am.
This is all through the Bluetooth of the car, so Stone can, in fact, hear every word.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's still not saying anything. He just starts the car, looks at his phone, puts in the location, just starts driving. It's,
Mad.
it's very
Lillian's side eyes
seething.
so hard.
But yes, you can come pick me up.
Okay, just so you know, Stone's driving. And on that, she hangs up.
Oh.
Hit the Stone. Cool. We go pick up Clementine.
Yes.
So you drive into the neighborhood of Montreal called NDG, Notre Dame de Grâce, where you find along the main street, Sherbrooke Street, you find the Empress Theater that we saw earlier. And when you pull up, you do see, though, the whole Egyptian motif of this place. As you're driving up, just to clarify, do you try not to wake up Ro, or do you wake him up, or what do you do?
I think she... What is the sleeping situation? Is like a mattress on the floor? Is my head?
No, he's got like a
mental
full
image?
on. He's got like
A
the
whole
best way to
bed.
describe it. He's got like a pharaoh's chamber in here, like
Oh,
cobbled
fancy.
together over fucking decades of all sorts of stuff, and like the mummy inside wants its fucking
Luxury.
home, wants
Yeah.
its home decor, you know.
I think that Ro would open his eyes to Clementine, like with her hands like this on the bed, nose to nose again.
Did I change?
No.
Oh.
I'm leaving now.
Where you going?
I don't know. But Lillian's picking me up. Stone's driving. I don't think he likes you, but that's okay.
I think he likes you. I think that's the problem.
Stone doesn't like me.
Well, he reacted a little bit hardcore when I came by the other day. Have you ever talked to him about it? I mean, you're free to like whoever you want. This is not me trying to kind of hem in on this, but he's a pretty scary fellow. I don't know that I would want to piss him off.
No, you wouldn't piss him off. He's a teddy bear.
They bear got claws. Probably has a collection of guns too.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't root around Stone's things. That's his personal affects. No, I think it's fine. Don't worry about it, but it's okay. I'll protect you from Stone if he tries to punch a hole through your head.
Oh, it's very kind of you.
Mhm.
I was going to say, why don't you reconvene with them and figure out what you want to do, and then if you think I can help, give me a call and I'll rejoin you at that point. I would
Mhm.
rather that than just sort of invite myself into the whole thing.
I'll do that. She's still nose to nose with him. He can smell the death on her breath, you know.
You can smell the death on him. It's all right.
It's
It has an undercurrent of dust and dirt and sand, rather. He's like, is something else going to happen right now, or is this just the way you like to talk?
she gets a little like, if she could flush, she would flush kind of face, and I don't know. Is there something was something supposed to happen? She fully trips over all of her words. She does not know how to react.
How about you just give me a call if you think I can help?
A wash of disappointment comes over her face.
And he leans forward and he kisses you on the forehead.
The disappointment's gone. She sort of blinks at him a few times and then just nods.
Maybe just, check in with Stone.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll for sure do that. Absolutely 100% will do that. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You all right, Clementine?
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. I'm terrified. I'm afraid that the psychic mind attacks are coming to get me, but that also feels like an everyday occurrence for me.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Good luck.
You good luck.
That was a weird way of saying that. And she stands up and is out the door.
You're standing on the corner when this Batman mobile kind of pulls up to you, except that it's Lillian's Batman mobile, so it's probably lime green, neon green or something.
I think,
which is still pretty sick.
Yeah, it's like a shimmery green. It looks like money.
luxurious.
Dollar bill
Smells
green.
like it too.
Dollar bill green, y'all.
I think quietly, Clementine is just singing to herself, "Notorious." Like you see her mouthing that as you're like pulling up. She's just like if she had a lunchbox, she would look like she's waiting for the bus. She just quietly going, "Notorious." Anyway, when she sees the car pull up, she's like waving already.
Screeching halt. All right, get in.
Oh my lord.
That was loud, and she
That
just
was so loud.
She clambers in.
All right. Okay. Hey, did you have fun?
Stone, are you in love with me?
Fully turns his head to the front windshield.
Now Lillian is like, but you have to answer this question. You can't leave it hanging like that. That's
I
rude.
don't have to do shit. Why didn't you answer my text messages?
She finally looks at the messages. What do they say?
Hey, where is this? Are you okay? Who is that dude? Hello? 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 Like it's that.
Who is he and what is he to you?
Right. After the drinks, hey, do you never mind. And then that's it.
Stone actually slurs in his text messages.
They're like
Yes.
voiced to text, so they're like all misspelled and jumbled around.
Hey, it's that.
I think Clementine looks at her phone and says, well, this is here. Ro lives here. Who is he? That's Ro. He gathers information for me. Gulp. And there's a lot of information that you should know about. I think there's some really evil Setites that are trying to take over the city. Well, maybe not take over the city, but they're all trying to kill each other, and we're all caught in the crosshairs. And they are doing psychic mind attacks on me. That was not made up. That was for real that time. And then Rose said that he'll help me with that, but he also is on his own quest to take down or find more information about another Setite that might have been killed in the city. I don't know, who's to say. And it could have been by this a really evil Setite. And she just like word vomits everything that Ro told her.
I feel like Stone and Lillian are used to that, and they're both shaking their head in the front seat like, Okay. So does he know where this group of Setites are, or like?
Well, he's trying to look into it, and so I told him I'd help him look into it, and that it's connected to the revivals. So I think they're all hanging out with the revivals, and that's where I had the psychic mind attacks. That's where they got me. I don't want to go back, but I think I have to. I think that would be important to do that, but it's extremely dangerous, and I think that my life is in danger.
Above table, didn't we know that they're having another event today?
Yes.
Yeah, Clementine's other boyfriend was hosting this art thing today. Yeah.
I've got a lot of boyfriends.
Was it Clementine's other boyfriend? Or I thought that was the dude who got us the tickets to like
Yeah,
Lillian
that's
was all
Clementine's
sweet
other
on.
boyfriend.
That's my other boyfriend.
Uh,
Lillian's all right. Listen, flirting is a weapon. Okay.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Clementine is pure of heart and doesn't know that she's flirting. But
And I
maybe
have a
it's
rock.
not. And I think Stone might be in love with Clementine.
Shit. There we go.
Anyway, are you in love with me? You never answered. Are we driving? Are we like going? Or are we just sitting outside of the theater?
Well, so no, we're sitting outside of the thing because Stone doesn't know exactly where to go just yet.
Oh, okay.
He's still singular mind on locating his daughter and like being able to speak to her. He turns around and he
should
goes,
probably tell that Clementine, because Clementine doesn't know that.
yeah. Turns around to them and goes, I don't know how to answer that question, but I also have a question. Okay. It shows the text message that he got from his daughter.
Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry, Stone.
Thank you. I need to know where she could potentially be. And if your friend has information, it's really important that I get that. I need to get there now, wherever there is.
Would I have gotten any information from our conversation the previous night whereabouts his daughter might be, or is that something that I actually need to call him upon?
Yeah, that wouldn't have come up. But in this particular case, you do know someone that if someone's lost or hiding or whatever at street level, there's someone is kind of aware of a lot of these goings on, as eyes kind of everywhere, and is usually fairly easy to deal with. A feller by the name of the Rat King.
You son of a gun. Where is he located?
So in the Angus Yards, which is the old train tracks a little bit to the east, actually out in the east end where you all kind of live, is where he usually hangs out.
Okay. I think that she'll point Stone in that direction, and while he's doing that, does the Rat King have a cell phone?
No. Usually if you want to send a message to the Rat King, you would find a rat and you would hope that it's one of his. However, in winter, it's a lot harder to do so. You kind of have to show up.
Okay, so I think here's what Clementine's going to say is she's going to point
Unless
in
you have
direction.
animalism and can summon rats. That's not it.
I can find a rat.
I think maybe we'll figure it out, but I think Clementine's going to ask Stone to start driving towards the rail yards and say, I have a friend that we can meet.
Perfect. Wait, what kind of friend? Like,
Does this friend have a name?
It's so crazy that you asked that of Clementine. He's a friend. He's a friend who I gather information from, and his name's the Rat King.
You have the most interesting friends.
okay.
So just start heading that way, and maybe if we find a little scary little friend that we can speak to and I can whisper secrets to, we can find him.
On the way to the Rat King. Great. Starts driving in that direction.
I think Clementine in the back is squeaking quietly to herself.
Are you practicing?
And then like intermittently going, notorious.
You arrive at the Angus Yards. So the Angus Yards were the kind of industrial center of Montreal for a while, where a lot of the industrial work was being done. That's where a lot of the trains were stationed would come through to pick up materials that were being shipped or arriving and so on and so forth. Now it's mostly a graveyard for old trains. At this particular juncture, it's most of the area around it has been gentrified. There's a lot of condos that have gone up, things of that nature, but there's still a section of the Angus Yards that remains this kind of corpse of the industrial age of Montreal, back when Montreal was the manufacturing center of Canada. You arrive and pull up as close as you can get. There's a chain link fence that surrounds most of the area, and you kind of pull into a wide open sort of parking area and get out and start making your way in. You can see that there are spotlights here and there that kind of light up the place. And as soon as you start approaching, you see rats kind of everywhere, staring at you from inside vehicles or, atop the chain link fence, things of that nature.
I think that if she sees a rat, she'll kneel down or squat down and very quietly whisper to it, "Can you help me find my friend, the king of rats, the rat king friend?"
It kind of does that little noise at you, and then scoots off, digs in under the chain link fence, and disappears.
Is this fence climbable?
I mean, there is a kind of big door that would swing open that you could possibly.
Wait, let's make this easier. Are there more rats?
There are a lot of rats.
I grab one.
No, be nice to them.
I'm gonna be nice. Hey, bud. I'm gonna use Bon Familius. Hey, bud. I'm looking for the Rat King. Could you please show me and my friends where they are?
I think when you're doing that, Clementine is already over, like halfway over the fence.
You
Leon goes to the door.
Drop this little guy down, and he starts boot scooting, boogieing down that way. A lot of you go in and, following this rat, start stepping through some of the abandoned train carts that are there, and eventually find your way inside one of the old industrial plants that was there. And as you do, you eventually arrive inside this very long kind of semicircular tunnel that's got a number of these trains kind of connected together, and a lot of them have lights inside, and they've been redecorated and they're being used as a home, and you can see a fair number of people that are here, whether they're vagrants or they're younger people and whatnot, street kids, things of that nature. There are maybe like 30 or 40 people that are here. There's a kind of a soup kitchen line that's been set up with food that's available for them. There's these old radios that play music. People are hanging out, talking, drinking hot coffee and hot chocolate, things of that nature. And as you kind of move through them, you realize they're all human. I didn't get a rouse check from you, Clementine, so if you would like to do that.
No, why did you remember? It's like the time.
Yes.
I succeeded!
Excellent. As you move through them, you do recognize the Rat King, Clementine. Up ahead, sort of talking with a few people. He's a fairly young man with long, straight, dark hair. Layers and layers of clothing on him, like a flannel shirt around his waist and a couple of jackets over him. He's got a whole bunch of different necklaces and all these kinds of strange bits and pieces that he's kind of accumulated over time. And he chain smokes. He's always smoking. And as you approach him, he takes a drag of a cigarette and looks over his shoulder and goes, "Clementine, well, it's been a while."
Does he have like a nickname that he uses that's
Rat
not
King.
the Rat? Just the Rat King.
No.
Okay.
No. Most people would call him that, I guess, King or...
Okay, I got it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Clementine waves her hand very excitedly and says, "Your Majesty!"
Oh, God. I've forgotten you say that. How you been?
It's fun. Oh, not good. Bad, actually. Terrible. There's horrible things happening. The psychic mind
I know.
attacks.
Horrible things everywhere. Anything in particular bothering you? Who are your friends?
This is Stone, and this is Lillian. Have you ever been to Eden?
I've heard of it, but I don't think they'd let me in. You have a dress code there, don't you?
Yes, most of the time.
That's what I thought. But I've heard good things about it, so...
It's fun. I'll buy you a tuxedo, and you can come be my date sometime at there. Anyway, horrible
Tuxedo.
things are happening. Blue tuxedo with ruffles, 70s style.
I think we can do better than that, but off topic.
That would be fine. Stone,
Yeah.
you're with motorcycle club, aren't you?
I am. It's my motorcycle club, but yeah.
Oh. Interesting. How can I help you then?
Just want to say right off the bat, Stone's like, well, how was that interesting? Like, very confrontational.
It's interesting. I've been hearing a lot of talk about things happening with motorcycle clubs in the city, and I was just wondering, mainly, how do you operate in the winter?
Snow tires.
Is there such a thing?
There is.
Excellent. I mean, it makes sense when you think about it.
It's fine. Is there maybe a private place that we could discuss things? I have business with you, informational things that I need to gather from you, and then perhaps maybe I can trade you for something else.
Sure. Step into my caboose, and he will guide you literally into a caboose. When you walk in, he's got like these old junk chairs and couches and this old tea table that has been rescued, and he's got like these old kind of half broken Tiffany lamps and whatnot, and it's got a very kind of nice cozy vibe if you go in for that rescued from the dumpster kind of look. He sits down and says, I don't really have anything to offer you to drink. I have some Perrier, and he reaches into a little cooler under the seat and pulls out a 6-pack of Perrier cans. Well, there's one missing.
I think she declines, but she looks back at Lillian and Stone. I would probably like to eat later. Figure that one out.
No
Just
problem.
don't do
We
it
can make
here.
that happen.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, so she sort of like settles in a little too close to the Rat King. She does not really observe personal space.
I would think he's used to it.
Mm-hmm.
He lights a cigarette with the butt of the one he's just finishing.
She takes a drag from the cigarette.
Would you like one?
No, just one puff of yours is good. That's fine, thank you. We have a little bit of a problem.
Pulls out an old McDonald's ashtray on the table. What kind of problem?
Setites, psychic attacks, revivals. Stone's daughter is hidden amongst the crowds there. We would like to find her, as well as the Setites that are giving the psychic attacks and endangering the city, and possibly a Setite civil war. The Ministry is their new name. It's a bit silly to me. I don't really understand it.
Okay. Yeah. He looks over to Lillian. Could you translate?
Stone's daughter is amongst the group of people that are gathering for the art revival that's been happening. It is apparently being ran by the Ministry.
What's the Ministry?
The Setites? It's the new name. I don't know. Rebranding, I guess.
What's the Setite?
Don't worry about it. Evil people doing evil things.
Okay. Like, you're saying your people, right?
My people.
Okay.
But worse, not like me. I'm fun.
Yeah,
They're
you
not.
are. A little disorienting sometimes, but you know.
We have a great working relationship here at Rat King. Don't.
I'm just saying, you're
Ruin it.
kind of like taking a ride at La Ronde, you know.
We're in a little bit of a high peak of the mania currently, and I understand that. And perhaps there is a descent that is to follow. However,
So you're looking for the Setites
Stone's
or Stone's daughter? All right.
Stone's daughter.
He turns to Stone. Anything you can tell me about your daughter? And you have a daughter?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just, it's not every day that, but anything you can tell me? You have a name, you have a picture, anything specific that I might...
He shows the Rat King a picture. Their name's Logan.
He takes the picture, and this big white rat kind of crawls out from inside the pocket of his jacket, and he shows it the picture. Look, can you ask the others if they've seen her? And the rat just sort of goes back inside the pocket. It'll take a minute. He puts the picture down. I'm very sorry. I hope you find your daughter. It's a terrible thing to lose one's child like this. If I can help, I will.
Stone looks at him and like genuinely is like, "Thank you. I appreciate any help."
Yeah, absolutely. Are these Setites and this ministry thing something I should worry about?
Absolutely.
I do believe that something horrible and dark and evil is in fact coming. Have you considered protecting your mind from psychic attacks?
My mind is a fortress.
I hope so.
Might want to start investing in tinfoil hats.
It's a valuable source. It's a viable source. It's a viable source of protection for your mind.
Sorry.
That's quite all right. We see movement in his jacket, and the white rat pops his head back out and whispers something to him, and he's like, "Sure." Okay. And Rat King opens, there's a little drawer under the table, and he opens it up and he rummages through it, and he pulls out an old paper map of Montreal. It looks like at some point it was a placemat, like at a restaurant or something. You can see advertisements for other kinds of places and whatnot, and there's like a ketchup stand on the corner. But you can see Montreal fairly in good detail, and he pulls out an old big pen from inside his jacket and he makes a mark on it. I believe she and some of the others are here.
She looks over at the map. Do I recognize the area?
Same.
It looks to be somewhere around Côte de Neige and Jean Talon, two major streets in Montreal. And when you kind of think about it, at least you, Clementine, would kind of click that that's where the old abandoned mall is. There used to be a mall there called the Côte de Neige Mall. Or it died around the time of the pandemic, and it never kind of resurrected. And it's just been this vacant place since then that's just sitting there. Boarded up, of course, but they've never been able to do anything with it.
Okay, I think Clementine will look to Stone and Lily and say, "This is the mall. That's where the mall was."
I considered buying that place at one point.
I wish you had. I love malls.
We can talk about it.
What's it? So they're at an abandoned mall right now.
And
sense.
she's not alone as far as we can tell.
Do we know if the people she's with are dangerous?
Impossible to tell. To a rat, we all look kind of dangerous.
Valid.
Makes
That's
sense.
fair. I think that it probably would benefit all of us if we go into there with an air of caution. Perhaps it is a dangerous place, if not physically, then most certainly psychically and mentally.
Yes.
Yeah. Fine. Do we owe you anything?
No. a particular interest in making sure that the young folk of this city are taken care of, and so just call it doing my part.
I'll send a reward when I have something particularly juicy to sell you.
Sounds perfect. Perrier for the road?
No, thank you.
No thanks.
Don't bite anyone on the way out.
I can't make that promise, and you know that.
I can make that promise.
I will not make that promise, but I will try not to.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to see me.
Of course. Good luck. And my friends will be watching. He pats his pocket where the rat was.
Is there like a rat that Clementine can like reach out and like?
Oh yeah, there's
stroke
like a
gently?
dozen rats in here.
And she'll like pick one up and give it a little kisses.
Okay.
You see its eyes are like
It's covered in like pink lipstick now.
gonna follow you.
That's
Of
fair.
course it is. Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Before Lillian leaves, like she'll be the last one to leave, but she's gonna leave $500 on the table to help out the youth.
Thank you. Very generous of you.
Swing by sometime.
I will.
Yeah, I think Clemmy's gonna get up and start scooting boogieing.
Same. Yeah. Stone is already headed out.
As you're heading out, Clemmy,
Mm-hmm.
you hear in the back of your mind, I see you.
I think first of all, Clementine stops dead in her tracks, noticeably. And she sort of darts her eyes around and out loud would say, No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't see me. You don't see me at all. Do I get a response? I think she hurries up to meet up with Lillian and
When you
Stone.
take another step, you hear, I'm waiting for you.
Where are you? Where the fuck are you? Tell me where you are. You can't see me. If you are waiting for me, then you don't see me at all. You are lying to me.
I'm in Eden.
I understand. I think she walks up to Lillian and Stone. I'm gonna go meet up with Ro.
But what is it with this guy?
I want to reconvene with him. I'm fine. I'll head over to the theater again.
Lillian, your phone dings.
I check it.
There's a message from an unknown number that says, you should come too.
Her eyebrow is like halfway up her face. I think I've been invited to join you. I don't like being voluntold to do things.
Okay, so I wasn't gonna go meet up with Ro. I was actually gonna go to
You're
Eden.
gonna go to the bar?
Yeah, because I'm getting psychic mind attacks, and I didn't want you two to be involved. Because I didn't want
Sweetie,
you to
we've
get
been involved since last night.
Well, I
Rather deal
know.
with
I didn't want you
psychic
to
mind
get.
attacks.
I didn't want you to guys to get the psychic mind attacks. I wanted to deal with it, and let you guys deal with Logan. But I guess that's not happening now.
She'll just like turn the phone around and be like, again, I don't like being voluntold and I want to know who is fucking with us.
Yeah, but Logan.
I can't believe I'm about to say this. And she'll turn to Stone. Be like, Can I trust you with the vehicle and to go do what you need to do without rampaging?
what?
Or hear me out. I know you want to get your daughter stoned, but she's not going anywhere while this revival is happening. Somebody's in
That's
my
true.
head.
We could use muscle.
I'm sorry, Stone.
It's so torn right now because like he's like, I finally got a lead, and now this. Is it gonna make you feel better?
Mm-hmm.
The doe eyes.
He's not looking at your face. He knows. Like he's like, I'm not. Definitely.
Can sense it.
It's one of these. Is it gonna make you feel better? Shielding his eyes.
Look at me, Stone.
Nope. No.
It is.
Just answer.
Yeah, it would. It would make me feel better. I feel like I'm gonna die.
Okay, then I will go. Just stop doing the eye thing, please.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Let's go. Back to the bar.
Okay.
She scurries.
Lillian will take a moment before Stone gets in and be like, Stone,
What?
do you actually have feelings for Clementine?
Why is everyone asking me that question today? I feel like this is the
Because
wrong
it's kind
time.
of obvious
What's kind of obvious?
that you have feelings for her and you should probably talk about it.
Why? They have a lot going on right now. I got a lot going on right now. I'm a parent. I can't do this.
But you can and you should. Just saying. And she'll get in the car without like letting him say anything else.
They see Stone on like the outside of the tumbler, just like punching the air. He's so frustrated. He's just so mad. Gets in the car and we're like, all right, here we go.
So y'all go into Eden?
We
Mm-hmm.
You drive back through the city. It's not very far from Eden, so you make good time. Within 15 minutes or so, you're back there. When you pull up into the to the bar, first of all, the entire place is dark. Shouldn't be.
Why is my bar dark?
Operational. And the only thing that you see out front is a Jeep Renegade that's parked there.
do we know anybody who drives a Jeep Renegade?
Yeah, just lames.
Good lord. What? Who?
Not my favorite Jeep Renegade. Question, I guess mainly for Lillian. Is this a situation to where, like, obviously it's odd that the bar is dark, to where I may need to go around the back type deal?
Yes. And
Yeah.
I feel like they've worked together enough where there's like a code word or something. Like she'll just yell it or whatever. I don't know. And do a surprise.
Yeah, Stone will know the vibes, and he'll go to the back entrance of the bar. He's got a key.
You get in.
The
The door is sorry. When you go ahead. I was just gonna say the door is unlocked when you get there, and it's kind of like
It's a jar. Oh, that's not good. Okay.
I think Clementine, if not bravely, if stupidly, would insert herself in the front.
Lillian just looks at you as you're trying to like walk in front of her, and she's like, "Excuse me, what? No, side by side."
Okay, fine. She is trying to, in Clementine's mind, she is trying to absorb all of the psychic mind attacks.
Well, you're in luck. They're all yours, baby girl.
there are no psychic mind attacks coming at you, but you walk into the bar. You find the place is closed down, cold. Nothing's working. The heat's not working. There's no one here. None of the lights are on. It's pitch dark.
Well, the first thing, she's gonna try a light switch.
Nothing happens.
Oh, okay, cool. They cut the power. And pulls out her phone and texts that to Stone.
And text back, got it. Start heading to where the circuit breaker is.
You make your way downstairs. What are the other two doing?
I think Clementine is walking just further into the bar.
I'm going to take the stairs up to the 3rd floor. There's one thing that Lillian is very worried about, and it's her snakes.
Yeah, so Clementine, you're staying on the 1st floor, or what were you doing, sorry?
She's just walking further into the club and sort of wide-eyed looking around.
You arrive downstairs. You go down the stairs towards the maintenance area. Stone, you've been there before, sir, certainly. You get down there, you open the electrical panel. You can see that everything looks like it should be functioning normally. There's no tripped breakers, there's no cut lines.
Okay, I don't like this. I'm going to use Eyes of the Beast to kind of brighten things up for me, to see if I can notice anything that will give me an idea of what's happening here, any type of clues, or a person. That'd be fun too. Like while I'm rooting around downstairs.
I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and oops, damn it, back off. I'm gonna ask you to go ahead and give me a wits plus technology. You do have some night moves if you want to use them.
I will use a night move.
2 extra dice.
Got it. It's 3 successes.
3 successes. You root around a little bit, and thanks to your ability to kind of see a little bit better in the dark, you find kind of a toolkit, and you pick it up and you see a tester in there and you check it out. What you're seeing is that there's power coming into the building. There's power going into the main box. It's just not going out again, and there's no real indication why. It's just like it's not working.
Okay. It's something is blocking this. Like in all rights, it should be fine, but something's blocking this.
Yeah.
Perfect. Text back Lillian. Circuit breaker's fine. Something is blocking it. Seems not natural.
Well, we'll see what happens to Lillian here in a moment. Clementine, you are walking through the bar, attuned to psychic attacks, things of that nature. What are you doing? Are you doing anything specific or just walking in?
I think she very quickly takes out her phone and texts Ro. Possible danger at Eden, and then clicks her phone closed, puts her back in her pocket. She's horrible about this, sending cryptic messages and then not looking at the responses or responding back to any responses. But what she's doing is she's going towards like where the area that Finlay had been sat the night prior.
Okay, you get there, you realize that everything is clean, everything's been put away, you know, at the end of the night kind of thing. And it just looks like the place hasn't been opened. But you don't see anything that stands out.
I think very quietly she says, "Do you see me now?"
course.
Where are you?
Upstairs with Lillian.
Clementine screams Lillian's name.
Lillian, you walk upstairs, and as you arrive on the 3rd floor, you are greeted by this beautiful, warm, greenish glow of the terrarium in full lights. And you can see...
Okay, well, at least they didn't fuck with the snake's lights. Thank God.
No. Hey, thanks, Dro. Extra love coming in from Dro there. You see a figure moving inside of the terrarium.
Like, in with the snakes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. So she's gonna go over and go up into her own terrarium.
You go up. As you do, your phone dings just as you step into the terrarium. And sitting in the middle of it with your snakes wrapped up all around her is this woman. She is got this long, wet-looking black hair and black lipstick and makeup, and is wearing a long trench coat over what appears to be like a leather pants and top combo and huge combat boots. And she's sitting in the middle, and the 2 snakes are there, and she's kind of like holding their heads, and she's like, yes, and their tongues are out, and they're kind of flicking at her face. Beauties, such beauties. Oh, you've taken such good care of them.
Thank
what are
you.
their names?
Hades and Persephone.
Ah. Wonderful. Wonderful. So perfect. And then you hear from downstairs Clementine yell your name. That's just Clementine. She's a little worried because I told her I was up here with you. Such good little snakes, yes.
While she's distracted with the snakes, Lillian will look at her phone for a sec and just not open it, but like read the message that's on the screen.
Yeah, it's the message from Stone saying about the power.
She will close her phone and sort of slip it back into her leather pants pocket and comment and be like, are we being twinsies today? Feels kind of awkward since I don't know who you are.
Oh, it's purely by accident, but it is kind of poetic.
You know me. Who are you?
Great to finally meet you. She gets up and your 2 snakes just wrap themselves around her, and she wears them literally like boas as she comes forward. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
You do not offer a hand.
He doesn't either. Do you let them out? You
In the
should.
bar,
It's not
sometimes.
good for them to be hooped up like this.
When we're closed and they don't necessarily present a danger to anybody.
Well, I would say you're closed right now, and I would say they don't present a danger to anybody. Let's let them run loose a little bit.
She hesitantly agrees, but also is realizing that this woman has a hold over her snakes that she's never had before and is very confused by it. Usually Hades and Persephone don't like strangers.
What are Stone and Clementine doing?
Clementine's hauling ass up the stairs. You probably can hear her stomping her little way up there. And she is sending like 911 texts to Ro.
And Stone?
Equally going up the stairs, but not really knowing what's going on. Like he's not hurrying. He is taking his time because it's just more so like the lights don't fucking work. That's all that's happening really.
All right, so
Yeah.
Clementine, you arrive upstairs just as this woman wrapped in those snakes is stepping out of the terrarium, and she winks at you, and then she takes the snakes off and deposits them very tenderly and very carefully, and they don't stray very far from her. In fact, they kind of circle around her and kind of form this kind of protective ring around her, both of them.
I think Clementine, in again, all of her quirks and weirdness, you see a very different side of her. You see a very serious side of Clementine, who like brow down and chin sort of tucked in, almost like a cat getting ready to rear back, and will shove Lillian behind her.
Very
She's
protective.
very confused by this.
Oh, we're not gonna fight, Sugar.
I don't want to fight you.
I don't want to fight either. You don't
Do
have
you
to
want to know
worry.
what you're doing here?
Well, I want to talk. I'm just
How's
waiting
Paladin?
for... here he is. Stone, you come up. You see this situation.
The damn. Who's that?
This is a
I
bad
have yet
person.
to get a name.
She looks at you. Oh, Lillian, who do you think I am?
You Lillian or Clementine?
She looked at Lillian to say that.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I tend to not assume things.
Aww. What about you, Clementine? Any idea?
Are you the one at the top of the list?
Always wondered if it's the top or at the bottom.
You're number one, aren't you?
With a bullet, dear. Bullet.
I've been warned about you.
Well, the Camarella's been warning people about me for centuries. I would assume that you've been warned about me.
Oh no, something much older. Much, much older.
Intriguing. We'll get to that. My name is Kimintiri. You may have heard about me in passing.
In passing, yes. More of a boogeyman than...
That's what happens, but you try to stomp out all the rumors at some point. It just becomes futile. You gotta let them run where they will.
Agreed.
Stone, your daughter's doing fine. She's not in any danger. You can let your guard down for a moment. In fact, we can probably arrange for her to return to you shortly if you want. I wasn't aware that she was yours.
Stone's very confused because that name doesn't ring a bell to him. And he's like, okay, yeah, let's do that now. Now would be nice.
She reaches over the bar and pulls out a bottle of absinthe and uncorks it and reaches back and pulls a bunch of glasses and lines up the glasses on the bar. Will you have a drink with me? And she starts pouring. Do you have sugar cubes, honey? Of course. Yeah, absinthe.
Lillian will go behind the bar and sort of take over. There's a lot of things about the situation that she does not like, being not in control. So divvying out and making some absinthe is a way for her to regain control. So she does. She'll stand behind the bar. She'll light the sugar cubes and let them melt in and sort of go through the motions.
I understand you've been preoccupied with these strangers in your town. Ministry of the Neon God. They've been on your mind.
Been a problem.
A problem? How has it been a problem?
They're causing quite a ruckus and psychic mind attacking my dear Clementine.
Oh, those weren't attacks. That was just me being friendly.
You know what they were.
That's friendly.
That's friendly. Yeah, agreed.
I was merely introducing myself, letting you know that.
You could have walked through the front door.
I could, but I wasn't in town yet.
Commentary, you know exactly what you are and what you're doing here.
Well, yes. Do you know who you are and what you're doing here?
Yes. For once.
Are you sure?
I do. Absolutely.
Very good. You've made some progress since the last time you thought.
Rude. Hold on. Whoa.
I think Clementine holds a hand up to Lillian. This is very out of character for Lillian. For Clementine, she is in it.
Sanity is a very difficult thing to hold on to. It's a little bit like, well, like water. The tighter you try to hold on to it, the more it seeps out between your fingers.
Or sand, isn't it? Right.
Or sand.
Mm.
I didn't come here to make enemies. I apologize if that was rude right there. Years and years of this have given me bad habits.
Yeah, you've got a lot of those, don't you?
Well, you can't live a few thousand years and not pick up a few bad habits along the way.
Mm-hmm. I know one that you've had.
What's that?
You hurt somebody.
Can you hear those sirens behind me?
It's ambiance.
I have no clue what's going on, but there's like a whole...
Oh no, my oven! It's stone.
They're getting closer. It's gonna get louder. Oh, okay, there we go. Well, yes, of course I have, but that's just part of being who we are.
Oh, no. You hurt somebody that is protected. You know what you've done.
Done a lot of things.
You know
Child.
what you've done. You know what you've done. And I'm not here to challenge an elder. No, that's not what I'm here to do. But I'm going to tell you here and now that there's somebody here, not in this room, but in this city, who is looking for you.
I would expect so. Shall we put this animosity aside and enjoy this drink, and then perhaps talk of opportunity?
Sure, but one question. What did you do to my lights?
Oh, I'm just much more comfortable like this.
Follow-up question. Why are you fucking with my daughter?
As I said, I am not personally. You recently intercepted a container stone, did you not? Container that had a number of kindred in it. Kindred that were, for the most part, dead.
Intercepted is a loose term. I was hired to transport.
Well, it was a very unfortunate side effect of the transport method chosen by some people, that a number of those in the container unfortunately died. I am in need of a number of thin bloods to accomplish something, and so I've been choosing some to replace them. However, as I said, I did not know that one of them was yours, and I'm very happy to return her to you.
Unharmed, right?
Of course. Nothing has happened.
Completely unharmed, right? Like, we are not talking about a situation to where
they're not a thin blood, right?
Nothing has happened to them. They've gotten a little high. That's about it.
That I'm willing to accept.
Thank you.
Let me ask you this. All of this was started by a man named Reed, wasn't it?
Looks to stone.
Reed is the man that came to you originally, Lillian, and asked you to look into this.
Right.
Yeah. So you're looking at me.
Sorry. It's been a day.
Oh, and as far as your definition of whether or not you intercepted the container, you did. Unfortunately, you were hired to intercept it, and you did a fine job of that. Fortunately, it wasn't necessary since everyone was dead, but Mr. Stokes is not my friend.
He's not mine either.
Well, something in common.
Yeah.
Mr.
Where
Reed, who came to you, I'm sorry, to ask you to look into this, did he happen to mention that he is a Setite?
No, I thought he was of
There you go.
the...
Mr. Reed has a very uninformed opinion of what it is that some of us do. And he has taken it upon himself for a very long time now to be a bit of a stone in my shoe. And he continues to be so now, and unfortunately for you, he has now pulled you into my orbit. In fact, he has put you right in my path. I'm certain you understand that that is not a very comfortable place to be.
I'm sure on both sides it's not comfortable. This hasn't exactly been fun or a good use of my time, but here we are.
You have an operation here. You have
Cozy one.
a cozy one. You have people. You have a coterie.
I have territory.
Some territory.
Not a lot, but I don't necessarily want to have a full grand domain. It's never been a goal of mine. I like to keep me and mine safe.
What does your sire think of all this? Thomas Strathcona?
Lets me be as long as I play by the rules. What does that matter?
I know him to be very, very much interested in acquiring power and acquiring domain.
As the Ventrue do. I just didn't get that.
His own child, your sibling, so to speak, is prince of the city now. A meteoric rise. She was a nobody 6 months ago, and now she's prince of the city.
Again, I didn't have noble aspirations for being prince. I'm quite comfortable with my bar and my domain.
There's a vacuum in the city now. There was a powerful presence that was removed a few months ago. This has left the dreams of this city a little empty. You and your friends have the beginning here of something interesting. And I would like to welcome Big Jim Slade Gaming. Thank you for the raid. What's up, Big Jim? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. I know it's... there we go. That's the Bones face I was looking for. I have plans for the city, and I am in need of people on the ground. Now, you may not agree necessarily with everything I'm doing, but then again, you're working for someone who does the same things I do, just goes about it differently. Let me put it this way. Montreal is a corpse right now. It is a corpse that is being picked at by several different types of carrion. Someone's going to get the biggest, juiciest piece.
And
I
you
would like
want
it
the
to be
biggest,
you.
juiciest piece.
I would
Me?
like it
What?
to be
Whoa.
you.
Why? Like, she's genuinely shocked. Like, again, eyebrows up to the sky.
I have
like,
my reasons.
Shocked.
I have my reasons. I would like it to be you and your friends here. I would like to make this domain of yours, this bar of yours, the centerpiece of this little rebuilding I plan to do in the city.
Are you talking about making this place Elysium?
Yeah, Lillian looks to Clementine and Stone and is like, what do you think?
I think the time of the Camarilla is over. Literally, the only thing that matters is that the elder ones, my brethren, the ones who are not quite as well adapted to modern life as I am, are eventually going to make their way here from across the ocean. And when they do, they are going to basically eat everything and everyone. I would like to build a place that might withstand that. This place is holy in many ways. This place has a lot of power. It was once known as the City of 1,000 Steeples. This is a place of power, and there is opportunity here to create something that, well, might withstand their coming. It's really a last-ditch effort, because I'm not sure anything can stop that wave, but every great plan, every great empire starts with one brick, and I would like this place to be that brick, and I would like a lot of you to be the mortar that frames it and that attaches to further bricks, and that in time we might build a wall of some strength. Not asking you to take part in everything I do. There are some things I'm sure that you will not find interesting, but
I'm open to hearing details.
I only have details for those who work for me. I believe your friends might need a little bit of time to think this out. I would suggest you take that time. I would suggest you take until tomorrow night, where we can meet again, and you can tell me that you would like to, well, build with me. If you do, I would need you to bring me the next brick. The next brick would be Sam Reed. You bring me Sam Reed, and we will begin our relationship on the correct foot. And to give my regards to Thomas. It's been a very long time since I've seen him.
How do you know Thomas?
Long story.
I'd love to hear it.
Perhaps
Have some
someday.
time.
Mr. Stone, I'll make arrangements to have your daughter return to you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's
She's
fun.
very smart, very wonderful young woman. I hope you cherish her.
Just kind of stares at him.
And Clementine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to unwrap your present before you enjoy it.
I think you see a knee-jerk reaction from Clementine, like almost ready to launch herself at her.
She smiles at you and then looks down and then nods, and the two, Serpent, Hades, and Persephone, slowly make their way back into the terrarium. They're wonderful, wonderful beasts. Treat them kindly.
I always do.
I
They're
know.
very well taken care of.
I know. See that you continue to do so.
They're my babies.
I'll see you tomorrow night, and with that, she turns and walks out as you listen and hear her vehicle start outside. The lights start to come back on in the bar. The jukebox fires off.
Lillian slams back that absinthe, just all the way, no thoughts, just drink, and lets loose a breath that she didn't. Just a reflex of just an exhale, and
Clementine?
who the fuck was that?
That's a bad person.
We need more than that, Clementine.
That's a bad person that Ro's looking for.
What did they do?
They killed another one of us.
They kind of do that all the time. People.
No. Another one who's old. Older
An
than
elder?
us. I believe so.
Well, it's not someone that I want to fuck with.
She looks at her phone to see if Ro texted her back. Immutably.
He did. Just OMW.
I think she walks out away from Stone and Lillian to the front door of Eden and waits for him.
I'd like to kind of do like the shoulder thing before Clementine leaves. Hey, what is going on? You obviously know more than we do.
It's not really my story to tell. But
Is Ro going to tell us the story then?
Caleb Ro is not a human man. Nor is he Kindred. He is inhabited by the spirit of something ancient. Something that seeks to find out the truth of what happened to his charge, his ancient spirit's charge. And
Like a ghost?
something like that. And that woman has those answers in a very intimate way.
I was weirded out that we were dressed the same. Did anyone else notice that?
He's a ghost?
He's a mummy. Did you not pick up the context clues that our friend you... Okay, no. Oh.
Like that Brendan Fraser movie?
Like the Brendan Fraser movie.
Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to have a sit down right now.
You do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go wait for Ro.
I will be here. And like Lillian is obsessively checking the terrarium, her snakes, like...
They're doing great. They're doing fine. They are just basking in it. They are, they just met royalty. They're very happy.
I think Clementine, as she starts to head towards the door, and she'll look back at Lillian and Stone and very quietly say to them both, "We are very much in the middle of a civil war."
A clan-based civil war, from what it seems.
Oh, great.
This is not something that I want to be involved in. I don't want to choose a side between two groups of the ministry.
I don't particularly like it either, but it's a lot to think about.
No, it's not. Not for me.
And she turns and walks up the door.
I'd like to have all the information before I make a decision.
Clementine's
but
wigged out.
Totally understands where Clementine is coming from. Like, not offended in any way, shape, or form that she's like, no, I need to think about this. Nope. So,
Hell no.
Lillian will look to Stone. You're like, your thoughts? They do matter. You're evolved.
I don't fully understand what's happening here. So we have an elder that's offering us station in their new empire. Clementine doesn't want to be any part of that because they ate another elder and obviously hold some wild power. She's infatuated
know if
with a
they-
mummy. That's
That-
something.
It only clicked when she said unwrap. With all the...
I got it now. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
That's when I... Light bulb.
So, I mean, to be fair, Lillian, it wouldn't be that bad.
Now that Clementine's kind of out of earshot, Lillian's going to be very honest, which is not something she normally does. She normally is like bullshitting about something. I don't want to be on this person's bad side, truthfully. Two, even though I've never wanted for power, it's not my thing. Not like my other clanmates.
It may not be just about the power. It could be just about the safety and security.
I do like the safety and security of the city. I kind of live here. I've established myself here, and I don't want to establish myself in another place. I have more questions than I do answers, and it's not a situation that I like to be in. But there is something to be said about your daughter, albeit if she comes back actually unharmed.
Mm-hmm.
There is something to be said about that. I also understand having to do horrible things for a reason.
I think we all know that.
Yeah. You don't get to be this age without doing something horrible.
Oh, God. I have so many questions for Logan. That's going to, I'll be very honest with you, Lillian, that's going to determine how I answer our friend's question.
She'll take Stone's hand and like squeeze it in a knowing manner. And then let go and slide that drink towards him.
I don't like absinthe. Do you have whiskey?
Already pulling it out, pouring in a big glass, no ice.
He just takes it, kind of swirls it around and goes, "Oh, we're fucked." And then chugs whiskey. We're so fucked.
We're not in a good situation, but I actually think we're in a better situation than it seems like we are.
You know what that sounds like, Lillian?
What?
It sounds like we're fucked. It sounds like we're fucked. That's what it sounds like.
Listen, okay, we can be fucked with or without lube. What do you want?
At this particular juncture, I'd rather not be fucked. Like, that's always an option.
That's not an option right now.
Sure.
I mean, we could stay neutral. We could absolutely. I am open to staying neutral, being like, I don't want any part of this, but I won't stop you either.
And how do you think they're going to take that, right?
I think we're going to get dead.
Mm-hmm. So again, previous statement still stands.
We're fucked. Yes.
We're fucked. Yeah.
I would like to be on the side of the elder that is known as a boogeyman. That's not a bad place to position yourself. If we were talking about this strategically.
Yeah, but it bothers me that Clementine is so hesitant. There has to be something that you and I are not seeing that they know. I would agree.
I have always trusted Clementine's intuition and visions. She has never led me astray once. Okay, well, that's not entirely true, but it wasn't of her doing that time. So I have forgiven it. For the most part, she's pretty on point. I would like to hear what her thoughts are in depth and what Rose's thoughts and positioning is before making any sort of hardcore decision.
How are you? Okay. Love her to death. Take that as you will.
I'm
Stone,
gonna take that.
do you have feelings?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I love her to death. Take that as you will. I'm hesitant to trust her thoughts, being that they can be so easily manipulated.
I don't think it's manipulation that's happening. I think sometimes she has a hard time interpreting those thoughts and what she sees.
And to answer your previous question, kinda.
A knowing squeeze of the hand.
Yeah, well,
Your secret is safe with me. I will not say anything.
Thanks.
And on that bombshell, we travel outside to where Clementine is waiting. I'm assuming you're not waiting outside. You're probably waiting like in the doorway or something, or... Whoa. Something just went really weird with my sound. I don't know if it was just me, but...
No, I heard that too.
It sounded like Clementine was speaking mouse. It's really bad. It's like, it sounds like you're rewinding a tape. Bones out there making Michael Winslowing it. Nope.
No.
You might need to relog on Ninja in a bit. Yeah, dolphin mode.
It's Bones' actual voice. We heard it here.
Yeah, that was Bones' actual voice without the software that makes it sound
like us.
more human. We're still talking to the Rat King. Do you want to expand more on your feelings for Clementine, or would you rather wait till Bones?
Oh my god, let's go.
No, sure. Okay. I can see that you have boiling questions deep behind your eyes. What?
How long has this been going on?
It's been a while. You remember when she got that new phone? It's around that time.
That was like a couple weeks ago?
No, further.
A month or two ago?
It's been about a
Are you
year and
talking
a
about
half.
the phone that she has now, or like the one that she had prior to the new one?
Prior to the new one's about a year and a half.
Okay. What was it? I want to know. Tell me everything. Give me the details.
Okay. It's a little invasive here. I don't know if you and I mean it's the incessant rambling about things that I really don't understand. It's charming.
It is cute. It is quite endearing.
Yeah. And then how did they say it? Sometimes they do this thing. What is it called? Keening, I think it is. I don't know. It's wild. I just like their habits. They're fun to be around. I don't know if it's love. She's a good friend, though.
Stone, I love you,
What?
dear. I love you, dear. I love you so much. You get visibly angry when she's... Last night, she walks off and you get angry. Now, granted, there's a lot going on, but that was a reaction.
That guy's fucking weird. He's weird. Now we know why, because he's a mummy.
He's a mummy, yeah.
And then she shouldn't be storming off with random mummies and not knowing who or what they are. No, I don't like it.
You don't like it because you have a crush on her.
Okay, you keep saying that. I'm gonna break a table.
You will pay for that table, and I promise you that table is not cheap.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Before you break a table, now that Bones has returned, Bones, would you like to attempt to speaking
Hello?
again? There we go. That sounds good. Your
My-
your software that transforms your voice from your dolphin squeak into your normal voice is working again.
Thank God. Anyway, my question to you was, is there like steps outside of Eden, like leading up to the door, or is it just a door right at the flush at the sidewalk?
Yeah, I like the idea of like one or two steps that lead into like a beautiful dark glass, like a smoky glass door.
Mm-hmm. I think Clementine is out sitting on the steps, sort of like tucked into the shadows.
You eventually see at the corner of the street there's a bus stop, and the bus pulls up and stops, and you see Bro step off of it, hands in his jacket pockets, looks up, sees the bar, heads on over. You notice that there's no breath coming from his mouth. He steps up and, oh, jeez. What are you doing out there? Out here.
I think what he's met with is something sort of teary-eyed, afraid.
You alright?
She was here?
Who?
The woman that you're after? Well, the one that
Commentary?
killed. Yes.
Commentary was just here?
She was here. That's why I messaged you so much.
What did she have to say?
She wanted to turn this place into an Elysium.
Okay. Is that a
She
good thing
wants-
or a bad thing? I have no clue what that means.
I don't know. If this is the woman that killed your charge, then it's like a meeting place, like a general meeting place for my kind.
Okay, so is it a question that she came and offered you some kind of allegiance?
Effectively, status.
Okay. And what'd you say?
I didn't say much. She gave us the night to think of it. I think this is a
The others
Stone.
also?
Stone and Lillian are in the tide. I am very afraid of this woman.
You should be. She's like 5,000 years old.
I don't want to put myself in the saddle with her.
Well, it's one of those strange things where I don't know what's safer to do that or not do that. It's one of those things where, you know, the ancient Greeks believed that the gods lived right there on the mountain. Mount Olympus was right there, and the gods physically lived up there, and they had nothing better to do with their lives than fuck with humans. Can you imagine how difficult it must be to live in a world where you have to get up in the morning to go tend your garden, knowing that if this is the day that fucking Zeus decides to fuck with you, that maybe he transforms into a swan and comes down and fucks your wife, or maybe he calls down, rains, torrential rains, and floods your thing. Like, that's difficult. Once the gods take notice of you, it's very difficult to keep on going. But you
But
kind of
Rod-
don't have a choice.
But where did the gods sit in their minds? I'm trying to keep a hold of it. And every time I'm spoken to in there, I feel like I crack a little bit more. And I don't want to give somebody the opportunity to fracture it further.
Okay, well, what do your friends think?
I think Lillian's considering the option.
Okay, well, it might be that you don't all agree to do the same thing.
But what else do I have?
I don't know. I mean, I can tell them what I know if you think it'll make a difference, but I don't even know that not making a deal is the right thing. This is when the gods take notice of you.
Yeah, and what's the point in knowing? you said it yourself. It's not like you can really do much. You just want to know what happened.
Yeah, but if you start from the premise that either way you're fucked, if you know, then at least you can make an informed decision, and you're going to be fucked for something you decide to be fucked for, instead of just because you're at the wrong place, right? Wrong time.
Yeah, I think you might be right on that.
Go talk to them.
Okay.
Is Stone going to jump me?
I don't know.
I'm really hard to kill, but he would be able to do it, so...
I think he's in love with me.
You see me out the window. I'm fucking...
Peeping.
Eyes of the beast. It just looks like a giant fucking cat.
Well, let's go talk to them before things get worse.
Okay. And she'll stand up and lead him inside.
He walks inside. Stone, you're staring out the window?
I see them come back. I go back to my chair.
You like
Whiskey glass.
back.
Yeah, whiskey glass in hand.
Like, yeah, like the dude and Big Lux, like running quickly and then just...
Yeah. Oh, what you guys doing?
You were so lucky there's a bar between you and me, because I would kick you so hard.
I heard you got an interesting visit.
Interesting is one word for it, yes.
Well, I mean, I don't know how these things work in amongst your people, but Clementine would like for me to tell you what I know about Kementiri, so that you can make an informed decision. I don't know much. I don't really know her. She only came onto my radar because I suspect that she's the one who killed the last child of Osiris here in Montreal. There's someone I know who's very close to me who was oathbound to protect this vampire called Asenath, and he failed, unfortunately, because of Kementiri. And I believe that she tracked Asenath down here and got some of her followers, or convinced or confused or controlled or suckered a group of other vampires into finding and destroying the remnants of Asenath. And my understanding from what the person who was oath-bound to protect her knows, Asenath's heart, which would have been destroyed in this particular instance, was one of the few things that had the capacity to destroy some of the elders that I hear are rampaging out in the Middle East. Some of your old ones that have awoken and are eating a lot of you. Again, this is what I suspect, but hard to get proof on any of it, obviously. But I believe that that's what she did. I don't know what that means to you, if anything, but that is why I was looking into her. Beyond that, I don't have anything that I can tell you. I don't know what you should or shouldn't do, but...
Well, I would be lying if I said I wasn't considering the offer. However, that does not necessarily mean, yes, I'm taking it. There are a lot of questions that still need to be answered. Curious, she was talking about setting up making this a safe place against those elders, and I find it weird, albeit if she is the one who killed. I'm so sorry. Can you pronounce that name again? Because I don't want to butcher it.
Asenath?
Asenath? I don't. Those are some questions. I know you're not going to be able to answer them. Those are kind of a her question. I don't know.
Scully Francis.
Go Francis.
I don't know. I do trust Clementine's intuition. She seems very against this.
Say that you hear the distinctive sound of heavy footsteps coming up the stairs. Slowly. Methodically.
You expecting somebody?
No.
Looks at Ro. Did you come with someone?
No, I didn't come with anyone at all. I came by bus.
Clementine.
No.
Okay. I'll
Lillian
get the door.
Reach behind the bar and grab a tiny syringe. So Lillian is a little psychotic in that she keeps her snake's venom in case something like this happens. And she doesn't necessarily want to get caught for doing kindred things.
That's wild. But smart.
I think when Stone goes towards the door, I think Clementine positions herself behind Ro.
I will stand at my bar.
All right. As soon as I hear them get close to the door, I'm going to swing the door open and grab whomever that is.
You reach out and grab by the lapel someone you recognize as you grab the peacekeeper, Stokes, and pull him into the room. And he comes along with your thing, and then when you kind of stop, he says, "Done?"
I put the syringe down.
What are you doing sneaking around? Did you?
I'm not sneaking around. You heard me come up, didn't you?
Yeah,
Hospitality.
but I'm good
You should
like
have
that.
announced that you were coming.
I did.
Can I
You
help
heard
you?
me come up, didn't you? Jesus. Favorite suit, man.
We'll get another one.
Stokes.
He walks around the bar slowly. Looks around.
Can I help you?
No. Looks clear. You hear the
Who
door
or what are you
downstairs
looking for?
open. Just fucking patience, all right?
No, this is my domain. Tell me.
You hear steps coming up the stairs. And a voice you recognize says, "Your domain happens to be in my domain, sister. So a little bit of hospitality."
What can I do for you? And her voice is tight. Her smile is barely a smile.
"We need to talk." And Stoke reaches
We
out
certainly do.
and closes the door behind her. And on that note, my friend, we are going to end tonight's little session.
These two characters being siblings makes so much sense. I want to say that. I want to say that on the record. Oh wow,
That feels like a lot.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's a 4-parter. What are you gonna do? You gotta throw the fucking
The wrench.
How
baby
dare
out with the
ye
bathwater.